think it's fine. Actually, I think both drafts are pretty solid here. There's a lot of volatile lanes. That's really what I'm looking towards, is which jungler can make the earlier impact. Obviously, Trundle has a strong action.
Level 7, still with the Cyclone in hand.
All right, we're
still
killing
grubs to be fought for here. As Morgan, no teleport, so he's not doing anything about this one. As Purshik now with the Subjugate, they dive towards Polo, who flashes away. Bulldog now at full health. Close it down to 50%. Blasco gets Berserker back in there and takes first blood over Polo. Life's diving forward, but he is going to fall down, and there is the Petrifying Gaze. The flash afterwards as well, and the answer from the
actual, like, this used to be a thing, a gaslight, right?
Yeah.
And you, oh, hold up.
All right, there's a Cyclone. In goes Polo as well. Chains of Corruption are more celebratory than anything else, but I think the bros are still happy with it. Never mind, Croco misses the Cyclone there, and now Closer is in such an awkward spot. Will be taken down here by Dudu. And now Morgan slinks between worlds and will be able to take down Life to get one back here for lanes. As right now, Croco will find Life on his way down. The bros committing to this one. There's the knockup of the Magnustorm. It's a great answer. And now, Hype looking to try and get some damage across, and he certainly does. Chains of Corruption there as well, holding them in places. Bulldog, so many Blight stacks, but Hype cannot finish the kills. Yes. All right. The bros now looking for a little bit of a battle here as the second dragon of the game is going down. That is easily secured. Croco finds the double knockup as well as the Cyclones are named perfectly. Double kill comes through here for Hype as the equalizer does a fair bit of damage, but unfortunately it's not going to lock down the kills. Oh baby, it's a Cloud Soul as well. Able to grab some petals here towards his top side as Dudu is trying to do some backing, and Croco doesn't really like that. Trinity Force is now complete as well. Man, this guy is doing a fair bit of work. But now Purshik will turn up, finds a kennel, and Dudu, come back. Yeah, there it is. The Harpoon is going to... You don't deserve him at his killing everyone, you know? As Berserker's going to kill Hype. Speaking of killing everyone, there it is. Very nicely done. Strength do still give her stuff. Is Purshik going to come down towards this bottom side of the map looking for Closer, but the Twin Fangs are biding the rise. He flashes anyway, just terrified of this snake lady, and we are programmed as humans to be scared of snakes. It's not...
Flash after him?
Yeah. And Closer instead just decides, nah, I'm slithering, man. I'm just going to slither around. As well, as Hype is the one dealing with this mid lane wave. Berserker going to throw that one forward. Some decent damage. Here's the Keeper's Verdict. Just gets rid of the Corki. The follow-up damage is now missing as the equalizer. They just walk away. Now Polo is able to lock down Bulldog. That's a double here for the Lord. And Polo's work here is done. Walks away with 100 health. And DNF, once again, team fights are going to be on the list of stuff that we need to work on in the future.
It's a puppy diff so far in these fights. Polo single-handedly slams... Have everything explained to me.
Yeah, and you know, you can just like, you can appreciate the game to the level that you understand, you know? And like just
not at your level.
And I'm just in the realm of the tempo vibes, which is just a little bit higher up.
A little different.
That's allowed. Chains of Corruption going to connect here as well. Berserker is really dead. Interruption on the Valkyrie, just gorgeous, and now Polo holding the rest of them in position. And the bros looking for even more as Croco just spinning because he can, and there is Petrifying Gaze here from Closer. Dudu going to flash. That is going to get him out of there, but still, he's not really fighting anymore, and Bulldog is done. He is just pushing this bottom lane, and honestly, good move, because they're at least able to get something back.
They can actually contest this. Yeah, with a TP, they still have Equalizer. Like, this is not done.
Well, there is a lot of Baron damage with this composition, especially out of Closer.
They can't be slow, they got to pull the trigger now.
You have to get in there yesterday, but it is just going to go down. Equalizer is decently positioned. The Magnustorm doesn't really do much of anything at all, and Dudu really wants to be able to get in there to do damage, but he knows no flash, no chance.
Like, I actually think you can at least kill a few of them. I get that, like, I think playing for the smite might not have, even though you have 2 smites, like, I get that probably doesn't work. But I just keep seeing these opportunities, and it feels like DNF, they're just not aligned. And now we got Morgan with TP pushing in the bot lane, we got Soul Point set up.
Whoa, there's the flash! Hits 4 with the Petrifying Gaze, but the Heroic Charge goes wide, Bulldog goes golden, and Croco has found him on this back line, and now Morgan gets in there, goes between the worlds. Dudu gets sliced in half. Purshik as well does have some subjugation, but unfortunately, Those that he's trying to subjugate are saying, nah, no thanks, buddy.
And he is subjugation, but not supervisation!
Yeah.
Oh, no! Oh, yeah.
Well, Bulldog is going to make it to the river. Scuba dives his way out of here.
I don't think the Nexus falls.
I think the Nexus feels like it's already fallen, though, doesn't it?
The Nexus has fallen.
Yeah.
What's that movie?
Olympus is
there
fallen.
You go.
Yeah, Gerard Butler.
Yeah, that movie's great.
Was
I
it?
don't know.
I don't quite remember.
It's about.
There's a few of those movies.
No, it's like the White House is being attacked,
like,
and then
it's
like,
these like the politicians are under fire movies.
It's like,
there's like 800 of them.
It's
and
basically Die Hard with extra steps.
Yeah.
So
there's a Channing Tatum one as well.
White House Down. Yeah, I like that one. That one was good.
That was a
Apollo just not quite finding the angle there, and the rest of the team also isn't quite ready. So it's a bit messy. They do kill Bulldog, or get close to killing Bulldog. Is the round of Morgan. I feel, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. The closer you get to Worlds, the closer he is.
I just hope it continues to round 4. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Hopefully they, get into play-ins.
Because today's the last day of round 3.
Yeah. And yeah, the rounds are very short here, ladies and gentlemen. As Keeper's Verdict is just going to pick the middle. Still DNF taking a lot of damage. And now they're going to look for the flank anglers. In goes Croco. Knock up onto life. And he is just going to get taken down. A desperation engage as Bulldog down to 200. Going to get sent back to the fountain. But the bros, they do not bite off more than they can chew. No. We're backing away.
Reset.
Yeah.
Wait for Baron.
Unless Closer decides he wants to kill Pioshik, or Hype decides that. There's a teleport coming in from Dudu. I don't know what's quite going on there as Heroic Charge doesn't get the stun, and it's just Dudu's wild ride, just on a merry jaunt. Another yell, another scream towards this Rise, who is going to be able to go golden. These Twin Fangs really starting to hurt here as Closer is going to be able to lock down that kill. A weird series of events, but they are going to come up pro in the end. In goes Croco, the flash forward to find the Q onto the Corki. And the bros are denied their reset opportunity. Instead, they're going to be forced to win the game after waiting for a minion wave.
But what about the Baron?
Oh, it's so sad. That's 43 seconds. That might be too long. Let's see, though, as the siege is on now. Morgan tanking up this turret momentarily, but Life and Pioshik, I just don't know what they're going to be able to do. Somehow that Chains of Corruption misses, and there goes Life. In the blink of an eye, it is over. And there is Croco locking down that kill. The bros, in the end, able to come out victorious. It was a very interesting series. The vibes were hard to really translate in this one. But in the end, the power of the bro team fight was
all about Life and Pioshik for DN Freaks. They need to be on point, then they can actually win early skirmishes. If they get engaged on, though, I think that until we reach mid-game...
like the new Jurassic Park. No, that was before, okay?
Okay.
That was different.
We are committed now to Jurassic Park.
And we are committed to a team fight as well, as Croco's flashing in, managing to get on top of Pioshik, but already Polo has gone down and Pioshik gets himself out. It's the steal, though, for Croco to make sure that this is worth it for the bros, as Emperor's Divide from Bulldog is really helping, but Life still taking a fair bit of damage. There's the flash over from Dudu, and the knock-up still catches Hype, who is able to at least get the supercharger to get him.
They're not able to kill Hype is a little unfortunate. I feel like they could have chased a little further, but early on is Paulo.
Well, he's just flashing away. Hype now in a little bit of trouble, but Life is also going down lower and lower. Supercharger to get Hype in there as the hook is still going to connect. Croco does turn up, but can he actually save the play? That's the question as Berserker gets out of the way of the grasping nature. And it is just going to be a 1-for-1 in the end.
I'm kind of wondering whether Hype thought that he was about to ding 6. Like maybe the experience bar was close, because I don't know. This makes sense, right? It's just really a nice hook from Life. But then recommitting here before Croco is there, this aggressively, I don't think you can really excuse us.
He's here in this bottom lane.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, we got 1 second on the feast, but Croco is moving in. Oh dear, remember Morgan gets more powerful the lower his health bar. His Dawning Shadow goes down, and maybe I lied, because Morgan is just dead. Croco over here now just going to have to walk his way out. This Christmas tree is just going to park itself underneath this turret to try and grab some of these minions. Life is back coming on through for Croco, and Pioshik has already started off the Drake, so it is not one of the Drakes that they're going to contest.
And even though these early skirmishes were good, we need to see actual team fighting. We're gonna hold off on the excitement. I'm with you. I don't know about tempo yet, but the vibes are there.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, that TP though.
Well, Nature's Grasp is coming on through here as there's the ulti. They just want to punish Life for his hubris. He wants to try and Hexgate his way out, but there is enough CC to deny any of that. In fact, just dampen. A little bit silly. As Berserker is just going to take this turret, and there is nothing the bros can do about it.
1,000 gold ahead, about to hit RFC.
It's massive. The fact that the center is so far ahead is ludicrous here in this game. As Morgan wants to be able to answer this turret take towards the bottom side. The problem is that there's also a dragon available, as Pioshik may be a little bit too far forward, but the hook is going to come on through. Pop Blossom is denied almost entirely as Closer a defensive little Q there is slightly helpful, as Dudu from the back end of the fight is looking to take one down, and there is the Piercing Darkness to finish off the kill. A double comes down as Zione falls, and Life says 2 for 1, we take those, and an inner turret is going to fall as well, as Morgan was thinking about a flank and thinks against it in the... Fortunately, not too much more. We've started up the Otacon though.
Bro is at the objective first. That can be annoying to play into for the Maokai, and Polo is on the flank.
Yeah, this Polo angle is actually fantastic. Wind becomes lightning with Pioshik not quite able to get in there. As it goes down to 100 health, and Pioshik, he's able to lock it down. Polo gets into the backline, but Bulldog is absolutely fine. And oh god, the bros are just way too far behind. They're going to get obliterated in this fight after losing the objective, and now going to lose even more.
And DNF surge to life. This might be a like 22-minute. They might end. I don't know if they actually can, but it was a clean ace. And even though the Nexus might not fall, the game is over.
Oh yes. I mean, I think it's been over for quite some time.
Oh, I know, but I wanted to be careful.
10,000 gold, 21 minutes. Senna Azir Sion by 22.5 minutes in this game.
Oh my god, dude, that is so funny. He did the most damage in the game.
Okay. I mean, fair enough.
Well, I mean, is it? He has an Azir with Leandris on his team.
I mean, I don't understand it, but I understand.
A little bit of that is farming off of Cho'Gath, right?
Yeah.
So we need to...
There hasn't been a massive amount of, like, we're skirmishing all the time. It's a lot of Bro not doing very much, losing after losing a couple of skirmishes early. And now Morgan looking for a flank angle. Some desperation here as Croco goes in. The rupture is decent, but that is a golden Azir. Still, he's going to get gobbled up, and down goes Life as well. So it's a better looking fight here for the bros, but still, DNF, they have Berserker, and it's... Berserker not really doing too much in this fight for now. So there's the knockout. Is this just going to be the counter ace? Oh my god, DNF! Not like this! No! Dudu is dead! There's the ace! And I don't think it changes the fact that DNF should win, but it's still
barely keeping it together, Atlas, because...
well, the bros are going to be able to deny that soul point that you were talking about. Some more bounty gold does go...
fragile, man. I can't...
It's going to be really difficult for Chronicler. So
it's fine.
DNF, think about that.
No, but they're fine.
They are just going to take this inhibitor, and Bro aren't really going to be able to do anything about it, as we can see. We've got ults up in 2 seconds, and then Bro are going to have all of them. That is not before.
Right.
Their base is... Oh, 100%. You can just...
Okay, there's no cone.
Flash over.
There's no cone. He doesn't have flash.
Okay.
It's fine. They're good. They're okay.
Well, Life is going in. Let's see whether the follow-up is going to be there. There is the Nash taken. As already, Life has gone down. Closer getting on top of Pioshik, who does manage to flash his way out. But the knockup's there onto Bulldog. Empress Divide doesn't do much of anything at all. As Hype gets into that backline and flashes onto Bulldog to take out the Azir. Only 2 left standing, but the Winions may have taken matters into their own hands. As Morgan says, nope. I can take on this army. Thankfully, my Nexus turrets are going to respawn as he at least keeps one of them alive. And DNF, guys.
Getting worried.
Well, Morgan has a very large amount of health. This inhibitor is just going to get taken out one more time. As DNF with Baron, triple inhib down, 1 Nexus turret. The bros will have to just hope that they can destroy them, and they're going to need to start this fight so quickly. There's the flash forward from Closer. He looks to get on top of Berserker, who goes down so incredibly low, and then dashes back to Void Seeker! Oh, you seek and you shall find! Hype as in goes Croco! They get the Pop Blossom as well under the entire team! Oh, bro, no, you cannot do it to them! Not like this! Pyoshik is dead, out goes the Scion. Still, it's gonna take like a year and a half for the Bros.
By the river for a little bit.
Yeah, I want to see some, I really want Cherry Blossom season, but it's not Cherry Blossom season anymore. I really
Or rainy season, you know, you sit at the overhang.
It's supposed to rain today. Voldemort defending against the Dark
I don't know what is happening here,
right
but this can't be explained!
Yep, Tom Riddle, what have you done
Croco.
to our Duke?
Croco's on the flank!
Well, he is spotted relatively early. The double rupture is massive though, and the Pop Blossom is going to connect. But Berserker is still up. The Empress Divide is good, but doesn't matter. Hype is on the side. Another double rupture here from Morgan, who seems
renown has shown up in this game.
Not to mention, Closer actually finding some incredible team fights later on in this game, where his early performance was forgettable. And now Polu gets in there. Down goes Bulldog. He finds nothing with the sweep. Oh, Bruce, how are you doing this?
Okay, bro, looking to start up Nash, but do note that their base is open. Their base is open.
Yeah.
Their base is open.
Someone needs to go back.
Okay, but if they trade Nash for 2 inhibs, like, I don't think they can end, because they can't actually, they don't have a wave.
I mean, they are just going to immediately go back, so they're not losing the game off the back of this
but they get the mid inhib.
Yep. Pyoshik will finally, what's going to happen, it would be absurd. They have a gold lead now, 2.6k. Croco on a brilliant flank angle, but he's spotted.
There's the TP.
Gets the control ward down, teleport in.
Oh, they do have a ward. Closer's on his way.
He does walk over that vision, but the Nature's Grasp still comes down. He wants to find the angle onto Berserker, but Berserker is still safe for the moment. Morgan in a bit of trouble. They get the knockup onto Duda, though, and the Pop Blossom, it connects onto this center in the backline, and Hype says, good night, my friend.
Bulldog's still alive.
Bulldog is able to get a whole lot of work down finally. He does go down. Pyoshik.
They traded up.
Able to be able to take down Hype, and yes.
Oh, they're waiting. Can they even kill him?
I don't know. He's got GA as well as, okay, Life was the only one left in that brush. Wind Becomes Lightning does come on through there as he gets himself over, but he's in perfect position to be murdered. Morgan has 17 million health bars and a feast. So you might say, oh, I've got Smite. Everything's going to be okay. Not against this guy. Oh, Chronicle, no.
I cannot do
50%. Pyoshik as well, down relatively low.
Mid lane is pushing. Rose just starting up Nash.
All right, well, there's a flash forward from Closer. I don't know whether that was the angle he wanted, but he finds the soul once again. Morgan taking so much as Hype. Killer Instinct into the backline. The Pop Blossom, it connects, and down goes Bulldog. Polu will be answered here as Pyoshik down low himself. The hook is going to connect, but Hype is still up and available. And Dudu is getting himself out. Berserker is over the wall as Morgan. He's going down lower. He's got full health. But he's no! And the Bros, I think they just did it. Oh, there is no way, DNF. There is no way, DNF.
Well, then I guess they're not ending yet.
I mean, the Baron does go down.
So he got interrupted mid-dash. Because he didn't get clipped by the Pop Blossom, but the Hextech Soul goes over. And I think that is the death sentence on this game. And I don't have words.
I'm not gonna. I do have to say, I know we've been focused on the fact that DNF really need to get wins, but this comeback performance from the Bros as well, this camaraderie that they are showing us, I actually think the Bros need to do this. They need to complete this extraordinary comeback, because honestly,
there's too many layers.
And I do want to say that this 4-9 Nautilus was about to get my POM vote no matter what, even though I don't have one anymore. That was just a brief thing yesterday. As Croco does take a bit of damage here.
I'm not going to lie, some of the later fights, the hooks have not been.
No, but the early game, the reason they basically won this game by the mid game was him.
I'm coping. Bulldog has his AIDA, or his...
I mean, it's still winnable. They just need to play better.
He has Death Cap. He's Death Cap. Maybe... Oh, no, not the Sapling. Hextech Soul.
Oh, yeah. The Slapling.
The electric slapling.
It's danger. The roots are going to come out. The nature is grasping. Even the Void Seeker will connect. Berserker is just down. Pyoshik does get on top of Hype, but he's just autoing his way to freedom down to the GA, but he's not worried about it. And the Bros will snatch victory out of the jaws of defeat, and DNF still only one game so far this round, and they are careening towards equalizing their loss streak. And right as we are signing the death warrant of DNF, Closer hits 1,000 kills. Congratulations.
I do like that from GenG though, that they don't blind, because Lahens is the type of guy that will just slam out a Karma, right?
Yeah.
So the Nongshim first comp, it's very solid. I do think
Canyon.
All right, let's see whether Trigger's going to be able to keep himself alive here.
No
Flashes up for Trigger, but not for Lahens. And so he could just be going down. The Audacious Charge comes in. And yes, he's got Eclipse. Yes, he's got Aftershock, but there's an auto attack from Vengeful damage. I think that's kind of cool. As Gideon goes in, Cyclone will connect onto Canyon. And now the Monkey is forced to flash back into the pit as he got thrown over the wall. Chovy now with the Incinerate out is looking to lock down Lahens. As Gideon left on his lonesome and Chovy grabs first blood of these objectives as Malignance is done, but a teleport towards his top side as Nongshim looking for a dive onto Keen, whose snipping is starting to hurt. Lahens and Kingen do wait a long time for this teleport to come forward as there's the exhaust onto Kingen, but it's not going to be enough to keep Keen alive. Lahens just barely surviving, but a well-calculated dive here. The exchange should be some plates and a Drake.
Looks a little spooky there with how long it took for the very slow teleports to make its way to top. But a nice play by Nongshim. Like as well, the Gideon was covering bot. It's also Trigger, who on Ezreal is notoriously hard to dive. So the only thing that GenG will get on the counter punch is...
Well, to each their own. As GenG is going to wander over and take a dragon. The contest, the cross map, things like this, not something that our Noodle Boys are really too worried about here. They're going to slowly shove in this top wave. But I think this bottom outer turret should also be going down.
I have one more little fun tidbit as this turret goes down.
Please.
You know who won today?
Bro.
Henna.
Oh yeah, he also
He did also win!
Player of the game or something like that as well. I did see that on Twitter. I didn't actually see the game.
Just as
Rumble.
Yeah, I would say so. So Rumble is harder to jump onto for GenG than the other way around, right? With Wukong, with Leona. Flashless Annie, I think, is actually a big deal. And then obviously the offensive capabilities of a Flash W or Flash Chippers is also big.
Oh, that's so sexy. Goes past, gets another charge, but now Nongshim might have found an angle here. The Pop Blossom this time, though, is very, very good. Heroic Entrance does come down as Ruler manages to take down the Monkey. The flash out there from Canyon, but still gets taunted. Tries to go in because there's no way out. He's Xin Zhao. And that looked really cute, but ultimately wasn't
Except if you're Nongshim.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, Canyon going a little bit way too hard there. Nicely done by Nongshim, actually. Really clean. Oh, Lahens, if you die, that does kind of void how good that play was. Okay.
And now it's a 2 for 2, kind of.
Well, they also lost mid-turret, so it's better than they did before. And I think already we can say, barring Lahens, they kind of do. I think,
yeah,
things have looked decent so far.
Well, you're going to say that, and they're going to look for Chovy. They will be able to find him here. Pop Blossom is going to be the answer as True Shot Barrage takes down the Annie, but it's a 1-for-1 immediately. Still down goes the Nico as Trigger has found Ruler. He's Arcane shifting away, and Ruler is going to have to escape. Still, the rest of GenG just mop things up. And Calyx, I believe he flashed over that wall to escape the play, and so a 2 versus 3. And the Otacon still going to be attempted here by GenG.
It's a bit ambitious. Calyx is pretty dangerous.
He is. The Winds of War do go almost entirely wide. The Trigger needs to be so careful. As Ruler once again, it's a good sidestep. And oh god, just another couple of autos and down Trigger will go. But still, he's able to Arcane shift away. That being said, that's not going to save this Otacon. And with Canyon being alive and I think healing off the Otacon more than anything else, is able to take this one out. They're looking for. Not going to be able to take it just yet. Flash is available here for Canyon, but Not going to have to worry about that Zenith Blade as that one goes wide. Pop Blossom will connect onto 4! And Duro finds the angle this time around. Chovy is also at full health as the equalizer decently placed, but it's a little too late. Never mind, the walking barbecue walks in. And Kingen doesn't last very long, still manages to get one of the kills back. That is something, as Chovy having a giggle. And Trigger, I think, will be able to get himself out. It's actually just a Q that they wait for to guarantee the stun. Over the wall goes the fast bomb, and Ruler is able to lock up that kill.
These fights are pretty close. You know, just a little bit of execution that, obviously on GenG's side, I think is very clean. It also really helps in this setup that they have 4 genuine...
All right, GenG looking for the play. There's the Crescent Guard, and now Trigger's in so much trouble. They're closing in from every angle as Ruler gets pounced on, but not before killing basically everyone. Exhaust goes down onto Kingen. He's just running for his life as Keen chasing after him, scissors in hand, and now Lahens, yeah, just on the wrong side of this one. There's the knock-up, and Canyon will be able to lock down this kill very comfortably. And this game, like, I don't know when it really happened, but it is now very over. You know, it was
like
probably
right now,
like
yeah.
3 seconds.
And at this point, it's obviously too late. It does make me question, why is Nongshim going so deep when they have a teleport disadvantage, right? That's just a timer thing. You can't be that deep in the enemy jungle. Maybe one of those mistakes. So maybe Chovy dies?
Well, Calyx is going to get that taunt down. Gideon's in here as well. Chovy running pretty fast and does have that Molten Shield as Canyon will get knocked up on his way in. Still Chovy able to go golden. And Gideon trying to get himself out, but it does not work. Now Duro finds Calyx. And Duro doesn't really have very much, so the sad B is going to come out.
No, Duro, don't!
Why, there's the flash to interrupt, the Pop Blossom to lock him in place, and Canyon moseys on down. And charges the Q, doesn't actually manage to get the knock-up as Calyx does walk out of the way, but it doesn't matter, he's still dead. And in the meantime, Keen's like, all right, you guys done? Are you done with the funny business? It's time to win this game. I got stuff to do.
We don't know what stuff, but Keen is playing like he has
It does
stuff.
look like he's got a hot date or something like that, as Papa used to say.
Well, I mean, every date is... We're in summer in Korea. It's not great, guys. Korean summer is a lot.
Yeah. Equalizer goes down. Canyon tanks it as Keen dashing on top of this rumble. Man, Kingen takes so much damage. He does have to immediately flash, but into the firing line goes the Leona, and down she goes immediately as Gideon, I believe, just killed a clone, but they also killed his clone as well, so clones traded.
They're still going.
Yeah, GenG just like not with very much health. Gideon also does sweep the ward as Canyon just dives on top of Trigger and murders him. And this Xin Zhao, I think, may be impossible to kill. As now Duro trying to keep himself alive in this backline as Calyx and Gideon well and truly outside of this battle, and GenG are getting closed in on. These health bars are so low. Heroic charge to come in, and there it is. They do manage to take down Canyon. He is mortal in the end, but Ruler is...
No, that was
not.
my hand!
Calyx is still dead. Keen running with scissors, and that's dangerous, guys. That's what we've learned, and GenG are just going to win the game right here.
This is one of the least memorable GenG games, I think, that I've ever... It's so textbook.
It is so GenG.
It's so GenG. They pick the champions.
Skew the matchup. So I think it looks kind of cute on the side of Nongshim. I think they've utilized red side a little bit better this time. Sorry, blue side a little bit better this time around and got themselves like...
Well, we also...
Jinx just did a bunch of winning and then...
Yeah, we did see Jinx win, what, like 3 Game 5s at MSI?
Yeah.
That did happen.
Yeah.
Well, Lahens might still be in trouble.
I think he may be dead. He does get stunned up and does get taken down. There's the flash out as Duro survives.
It was good. Keen might be in trouble.
Yep, Gideon going for a bit of a drive here as the taunt is gorgeous, but the goalie wall, I mean, he's still dead, but a goalie wall was great.
The goalie wall!
Goalie wall!
Goalie.
This is getting electrocuted. It's not good. And all right, Gideon chase after Canyon here, gets the wall slam, and there is the Impale as well. Public Execution comes down, Lahens is there, the Wombo combo's gorgeous! And they
good year. Until the timeline diverged.
Yeah, there's a moment in there that the happiness ends. And speaking of happiness ending, the flash out here from Lahens to make sure that Keen's in trouble, and that is Lahens picking up the kill. That's sad. Still,
Or
I
is
would have
it?
liked it, but it's still very positive.
That is Lahans. That is the carry getting fed. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, Kingen is now making it underneath his turret. Ruler not quite hitting him with that boomerang blade and does now want to try and take him down. There's the Magnus Storm. Grand Starfall brings Canyon forward. Ruler wanting to get this kill and will be able to do so with the help of Canyon. Now Chovy underneath the turret here towards his top
His covering
side.
is outside of vision. Could be a turnaround here, but Keen can't afford to die.
Gideon is going to spot him, as we can see. Morning Mist goes over, but I don't think they're too worried about it. There's the flash. The Impale hits both! And Keen is desperately trying to survive, and it's just not going to work. Keen, with the help of all those shields, they're just able to pick their target.
I'm not so sure about this counter pick. I feel like this is one of those matches where if you do fall behind, it gets very unfun, as Lahans might be in trouble.
He is level 7. Emperor's Divide does come down, and they just wait for the wall and walk over it. Duro now holding the wave, as it may get worse from here, as Keen catches the cross map between worlds, goes Chovy, and down goes Azir. Oh man, no wall, no chance. And a good fight back here for GenG. Will even out the scoreboard. Oh yeah, played for KT for ages.
And it's Canyon with a really nice sidestep there. I think a Calyx's ult that ends up solidifying that play. And it really was starting to feel like Nongshim was pulling ahead. And I know that that was the case.
Still can't believe. First time he's ever played Aurora is in this game. He's really good, isn't he? This Chovy guy?
Okay, Atlas. Dragon is...
It's a trade.
I've had it up to here with your shenanigans. I haven't. I can't even say that. Unfazed in the face of... Oh no.
Kingen tries to get out, and unfortunately, it's a private execution, and that one doesn't connect. And Canyon going to be able to lock down the kill. Thankfully for him, Chovy doesn't get an assist, so maybe there's something to be said about that. As now Shelly going to walk her way towards an inner turret. This is going to be a bit of a swing for Nongshim if they can actually take this down as well. Void Grubs are going to spawn as Nongshim will look to try and take this one down. There's another conga line, and there goes the inner. So that is going to even things out entirely. I think a slight gold advantage, at least before this tower does go down in the top lane. As Angry Bee from Trigger. That is the vibes that we want to see. Or those are the vibes, if I want to English.
Atlas, I have to say, you did irreparably ruin my experience with the word vibes, because every time I hear vibes now, I think about, but what about the tempo?
Well, I mean, I'm feeling like the vibes are all over the place in this game.
So they benefit GenG.
Interesting. This is what happens when we're like picking champs with zero range all over the place. It's just not a whole lot of hope that is even available. Canyon will be able to find Kingen though, rotating down, and my god, the jungler is 1v1ing the top laner, and it is working! Public execution comes down as Chovy turns up as well. Between worlds coming on through there as Lahans looking to try and lock down Canyon. The Ignite's still ticking. One more tick, but it's not enough. Triumphant on the way out is this Pantheon, but now the jungler is sort of not welcome in this battle. Oh god, Chovy finding Trigger.
Oh no, it's a horror movie! The bunny!
And Gideon just picks up the Krug and says, it's okay, I will hold this for you.
It's fine, the scary bunny is gone. Can't hurt you anymore. So this is kind of a Canyon staple. He's the same level and was up an item on his opponent.
Yeah. That's has
insane.
Just been started here, guys. It's not going down very fast. Ward goes over. That is going to be feats of strength over to GenG. They do upgrade their shoes. Kingen trying to put himself in front. Calyx has a decent angle.
We're flipping.
Oh god, this doesn't feel good. Lahans has made his way back though, so it is a 5v5.
Hellforce.
Yeah, it's not looking too good. Look at this, the Maiden is just being so frustrating. There's the taunt, but it's only on to one. The Magnus Storm is so much better still. Lahans trying to get himself out. Gideon as well, everyone's limping. And oh god, the spears, and there is nowhere for them to go. Even Ruler is going to survive. Duro trying to escape, he gets into the bushes, and GenG just clean ace them. They get nothing. Nongshim just got nothing!
Both bars are already low, but like, how is Keen 1v2ing here?
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't even really want to play the mystery game. We saw what this composition for Nongshim was trying to do.
Trigger, no!
So incredibly dead. stabbed from every angle.
With both lands and spear.
Yeah.
Yeah, Esports weekend.
Esports weekend coming up. Got a couple of days. Probably going to be cleaning up. You know, got some houses.
Oh, my.
Move relatively soon.
Yeah, my house is a mess.
Yeah. As public execution here, diving onto Canyon. He is pretty tanky. Kingan taken down to half, but Canyon will be finished off. Still, you're in Chovy's world now, and that is two very swift ones. Nongshim, you know what you can say? You can say, we got Canyon, and you absolutely did.
Good stuff, Nongshim. Come on! Ah, this is just...
Oh, dear.
Must we see GenG bully every team that is in T1? And must we see
Nongshim
T1?
kind of bullied themselves in that moment. Like, this is with the... You've got Zeri running up the lane saying, wait for me, guys! No, we shall not.
That sounds reminiscent of my experiences with Peak, where I'm like, with my little backpack.
What did Canyon play in game 1?
It was his crazy Zinza.
That game, yeah, no, I think it's Canyon.
But the Nico was also...
Yeah, the Nico was really good.
And then also this Rel game has been really good.
I feel like Nico is one of those, like...
Nico is a little fake.
Yeah, and also, like, you often
point?
just, like, put big circle on enemy and, like, get POM. That being said, I mean, I'm never happy when Cherry gets those votes.
Don't think it's Chovy. And I hope that...
I don't think it's Lehans either, as he's just going to blow up. Ruler able to lock down that kill as Duro, that Magnet Storm. All right, give it to Duro. I'm happy for him to take it. Nexus turrets are now falling down as all of a sudden this game is just done. Oh my God! GenG, when they're finished, they're really finished. Is it going to be the time? Is it actually Penta time? Keen, put him in the goalie wall. Put him in the goalie wall right now!
No!
As Chovy, oh God, the biggest troll play ever!
Chovy,
Chovy just finishes the game!
No!
Oh, look at his face! Look at his face! Chovy's gonna do it!
You have to leave!
Oh, I think the minions are gonna kill it! As look at Ruler's face, I think enough time may have passed anyway, but still.
If Chovy would have left, maybe the non-Baron minions couldn't have done it!
Oh.